banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of... The Black Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Memphis offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Collins. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. So Army's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a crease. It's Key. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Picks up now. 2nd down.
On the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. Touchdown, Army! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the 2-point try.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack works the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Voorhees. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Cross. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Setting up the screen. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Absolutely perfect. The lead is down to a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Firing to the right, complete. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quarterback just flattened, missed it, incomplete. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle, and that's going to tie it up.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. It'll be third and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Black Knights will have it first and 10. The give to the fullback. Makes a man miss. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Black Knights are flying down the field. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Taylor wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Here comes the heat. Got a little space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll send the back in motion. On the option, the pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
To throw, it's Collins. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Got him, and nobody's close. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The short hands. It's Pointer. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Taylor wants to throw. Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch on the left. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Black Knights. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And after missing out on the 2-point conversion, they'll just line up for the kick this time. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Unloads it left. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Voorhees. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Loss of 9. Offense is stopped. Will be returned on down.
Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. It's complete.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Black Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Running the option, it's Taylor. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Might be calling a hot route. They'll open the second half on the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run for it on third and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Black Knights will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Got it in the middle. It's Perry. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Finds his man. It's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Cross. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking to throw, it's Collins. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Quarterback's got the first. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Sampson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cross. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Cross. What a play there. And he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws to the tight end. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. He'll pull it on the read. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. The option look. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Gets the back moving. Toss to the outside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll power it inside with the fullback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. as it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Goes to the option. Fighting off the defender.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense snapping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play. Now setting up fourth down.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give on the counter. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And for this quarterback, when you see the walls of the cave start to shake and crumble, you got to get out of there. And eventually, it collapsed on him.
Well, and especially in third and short, Reese, like pull the ball down and go get me some yards and maybe get me a first down. And you got to have that awareness after a couple seconds in the pocket, especially on that third and short situation.
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. No one accounts for the pitch man. He's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. They'll run the option. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. To the air. It's Collins. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep...
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Army! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
9.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call red snooping. A little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
He'll pull it down. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. On the move, he fires. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. To the air, it's Collins. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the fullback. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. Handoff to the fullback. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Looking downfield, it's Collins. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Voorhees. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Memphis picking up the tempo.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. It's Voorhees. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Rushes on him. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.